Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Whether you're in need of a website, domain, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. This week, my friend Joe was visiting from New York, so I decided I'd give him a little tour of the kind of central area of London, which I consider like a hub to things that I regularly do, kind of related to photography. So it's kind of the law that every photographer, particularly Instagram photographers or film photographers, need to like coffee. You gotta have that great latte art for the gram. What better way to start the day than getting some breakfast at my favourite coffee spot, which I believe is the best in London, which is called Prufrock. Now the reason why Prufrock is so good is because of its unrivaled kind of selection of guest coffee that they always have. They've always got like 3, maybe more roasters on the shelf. There's always 3 coffees on filter rotation, and there's always more to buy for retail. However, it's not like the most Instagrammable. You're not going to get any nice photos in here. It's pretty glum interior. However, like, it's all about the taste. So we started off here, had some pastries, and then walked off towards town.
Not bad. Not bad, G-Money.
I think I'm gonna go Ektachrome today, ladies and gentlemen. Between that or Aperture 400. But I'll start with this one first.
How many times ever have you loaded your M6 wrong?
Never.
Never?
I've when I first got it, I had no idea what I was doing, and so I snapped a few rolls, but it
snapped.
freaking love the bread. Just chilling here in central London.
Now I know Joe said that he was shooting some Ektachrome, and in my camera I had Colorplus with a warming filter. So in theory, you've just run out of film. I know you've only just started your roll.
Right.
In theory, you've just run out.
Sure.
Where are you going to buy some more?
This place.
Good job. Are you impressed?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, look at this. No. This is an insane amount, all in one place.
Oh, 1,000%. I'll give... Oh, they got some cameras too. I mean, it's no B&H, but...
No, this is way more variety than B&H.
Yeah, I don't think they have stuff like this. Like,
Look at these individual rolls.
Like, what is this? Unpredictable random colors in every shot. Yeah, I don't know about that.
So for lunch, Joe just got back from India, so I thought I'd take him to my favourite grab-and-go lunch spots in the area, which is Indian, and that is Kati roll, which we've included in a Taste Buds video, but it's this wrap. It's great to eat on the go. You don't have to wait very long. It's just kind of, yeah, it's my regular lunch spot at the moment if I'm at the photo lab, since it's so close. He's back for seconds. It was a hit. You're out on the streets. You're getting the miles in. You gotta stay fueled. You gotta get the calories in to have the sustenance to sustain the miles. Because miles mean rolls, and rolls means Kati rolls.
Kati rolls. I'm not gonna believe this. I'm just walking, minding my own business. I look over here. There's a large format camera. Look at that. Look at that 8x10. What?
We then headed over to a new coffee spot, which is actually on the same road as Bayer, and is infinitely more aesthetically pleasing. Ended up to be a great location for some photos, and it's called Omotesando. He's running, he's excited to get a seat.
I will say this, in the week that I've been here, this coffee had a light roast Ethiopian. It was probably the best coffee I've had in London.
He's wrong, but we'll let him be right. Here we actually unboxed our goodies from the photographer's gallery, which were these disposable Kassha cameras from Japan Camera. Okay, unboxing live in Omotesando Coffee. We have another Japanese thing to pair with the Japanese coffee shop. Pretty exciting. So it's called Kassha because it's the onomatopoeia for the noise of a camera shutter. I would rate the unboxing experience probably like a 6. It's pretty hard to open, it's been a bit messy.
How's it feel?
Looks pretty good. I then took Joe to some camera shops. We went to Aperture, which is very close, and I think is probably, not even probably, definitely the best shop in London to buy film cameras. It turns out that they've also just opened a new branch, which is for Leica stuff only, so we visited both of them, had a nice peruse, wasn't really actually looking to buy anything, but you know, it's kind of nice to know where those kind of things are when you're visiting, or for the future, or for you watching, or just window shopping. That's just fun most of the time. This is the most triggering thing I think I've ever seen, so viewer discretion is advised. Oh my god. That is Leica lens with a nickel. I don't think I've ever seen the Noctilux in person. I'm just trying to imagine, like, how absurd it would look. That's like with perspective, it would look even weirder. The usage of an 8x10 film sheet to write the opening hours. And then, unfortunately, we got pushed out by rain, so we kind of went inside, we watched Free Solo, chilled out for a bit. Luckily, by the time the golden hour came in, we were blessed with more sunlight and no rain. He was staying in Islington and we walked over to King's Cross via the Canal system. If you haven't done before, or if you're visiting London, definitely check out the canals. It's something which I never paid attention to for ages since I was in London. Have to watch out for all the cyclists because it's, especially at like finishing commuting time, it's pretty intense. Took a bunch of photos whilst we were walking to King's Cross where we were meeting up with the gang because we were planning on going bowling.
No freaking way.
But first we went for a drink at a place called Spiritland, which is a pretty ultimate spot. It's an amazing drinks venue, meets cafe in the daytime, food place, but music venue at the same time, and it's just got an incredible speaker setup, which I don't know enough about, but I know it sounds good and looks good and costs a lot of money. That obviously means it's good. We then discarded the Leicas and went purely on the Kassas and headed out to Yardsale Pizza, which is where we got dinner, which is definitely my favourite pie in London now. So good. It was just really great. Good to be able to take someone who lives in New York to a London pizza place and not feel too ashamed. And then we went to a bowling place in Finsbury Park, which was great fun. Checking in here, scores on the doors. Big Pep and I.O. 3 zeros in a row. There was a lot of smack talk before this game. Yeah, and that's pretty much what we got up to. So I think the photos which came out of the disposables are okay. Maybe not worth the money. It's definitely got a slightly different look to the other disposables which I've used in the past. However, they were cursed with loads of dust, and that's not something I'm very fond of. I don't know where this came from. I don't know whether it was just in the camera or whether something went wrong. But yeah, I'm not too fond of that. Flash, pretty weak. Doesn't really expose the film properly, which is a bit disappointing. I don't think the ones at nighttime really came out that well. However, the ones in like the golden hour light look really great. There's this kind of softness meets slight sharpness which you only get from like a plastic camera, which I think in some of these photos actually really came out nicely. I'm going to shoot more disposables again. I think they're just fun. It's nice to carry something where you have to think about absolutely nothing, and sometimes it takes a good photo. Also, Joe's photos on Ektachrome came out really great, particularly after my last fail. Made me want to try it again. Gonna get a few rolls of that and give it a try because the colours did come out really nice. Now this video, slightly different. I've got some more plans for like more well done kind of tour videos of whether it's locations to take photos, more shops and things like that, but like a proper thing. This was a bit off the cuff and rained off. So hopefully it's kind of tied into something which still is enjoyable, but hopefully you can see the potential in some tour guide knowledge in the future. Next time, we're going to be back with the weekly vlog where it's going to be the one I said about with some large format photos, some gallery fun, and whatnot. Joe was bugging me to upload this because he wanted to post the photos. Once again, I'd like to thank Squarespace again for sponsoring this video. Whether you're in need of building a website, a blog, or just buying a domain, pretty much anything to do with websites, you can do all of it on Squarespace. It's really simple to build a great looking website and you don't need any prior experience. And the best thing is that you can get 10% off using the code negative feedback. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.